everyone. Thank you so much for joining in tonight to the Masked Educator Show. The Masked Educator Show is a place where fun is mandatory, but learning is optional. The whole object of the game is to guess who the Masked Educator is before one of us does. My name is Tisha Richmond. I am a tech integration specialist in Medford, Oregon, and also the author of Make Learning Magical.
I am Jennifer Casa-Todd. I am a teacher librarian from Ontario, Canada. I make this international. And I'm also the author of the book, Social Media by DVC, Aubrey Bright, Stories That Connect Us by EduMatch, and soon to be published, Raising Digital Leaders.
How are you girls? Oh, man.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We're just, I'll just let me step back and allow you girls to take over the, that's fine. Go ahead. Mandy Froehlich. I don't actually have a job, but sometimes school districts bring me in to talk to them. And so that's what I do occasionally. I've written a couple books about educator mental health, all about fire and embers and things that are hot. And so you can check those out through EduMatch Publishing. And my friend, Sarah Thomas, who is one of our main, we are working against time with Sarah Thomas today, who also mentioned that she got an error on the form that it can only be filled out once. Oh, so that was actually Sarah to give us a little bit more time to answer prior to you knowing who it is. Yes, and hello, Mike Washburn. We're so happy to see you guys. See you guys here. How could that be? Because Sarah, don't you literally win every week? This is our third week, and every time you win before we do. I'm just saying. I have to check. I will check that form right now. She already has it up and ready to go. How are you ladies doing? Anyway, I think we have to share with everyone that the true reason why we even started this show is just so we can hang out bi-weekly. Pretty much. Yeah. That is a true statement. Yeah. And because we thought it would be fun and nobody would watch, but we have a couple people that join us every week, and that's amazing. And but yeah, to see each other's faces for sure. Absolutely. And you know how much I love games and bringing in reality television to anything. So, I mean, yeah, I still can't remember whose brainchild this was. Was it Jen's?
I think it was. Jen's. Jen gets credit for sure.
It wasn't really mine. My husband listened to some podcast where they have a mystery guest, but it doesn't really work like ours is way better, to be honest. But they are celebrities. I can't remember. Jason Bateman's one of them, I think. And they bring in a celebrity that no one else knows about. And then they really just spend the whole time talking to the person. Whereas we have a little bit of a guessing element, which my husband, Stuart, thought was weird, but I think it's a good idea. And Sarah thinks it's a dope idea too. So and let's face it, Stuart thinks everything we do is weird. Okay, yeah, totally. That's true. That is true. Love you, Stu.
Yeah.
So Jason Bateman, so he was like a big 80s heartthrob.
Family Ties, right?
Yeah. Who was your favorite 80s heartthrob?
Kirk Cameron for me.
Oh, yeah. Full House. Full House Jesse. What's his actual name?
Oh, Amos?
Yeah. Stamos. Stamos. John Stamos.
I was close.
Put the pieces together. Yeah, I was more of like I don't think that I even. No, I wasn't like the good boy next door type. I was more of like the Christian Slater and like the bad boys. Like that was more of my, there was no John Stamos. John Stamos was way too old for you back then.
Right.
What the heck? What does that mean? Well, yeah, but you're a young girl when you're looking at, okay, we just want to talk about how old I am then. How's that? He was still way too old for you. Okay. All right. Should we tell them about how to get points and all that?
I think that is a good idea.
Actually, we should talk to them about the leaderboard. And this is where I need to say, my new goal for this game is to be the lowest.
That is a lot.
I had lots of opportunities to guess, and I truly suck at this. I think it's because I'm not good with names. Like I connect with people all the time, but I have the toughest time with names. So in last place is Jennifer Casa-Todd with 150 points. In second place is Mandy, but that's only because she didn't play last week, with 500 points because she had the mystery guest, who was Glenn and amazing. Tisha, you were a rock star last week and guest, and so you have 1,150 points. And the audience, thanks to Sarah, is at a perfect score of 3,000 points. Obviously, none of this is to scale, and obviously, we need to invite her to be a guest, so we have a chance. Really.
Yeah, I must have made quite the comeback because I completely blew it on the first episode. So I'm not quite sure how those points added up, but I will take it.
Do you think I did it wrong? I could have done it wrong, but
I'm sure it's right. But I mean, I don't know. I felt like I really blew it on that first episode. So.
So if you're tuning in for the first time, points are really important.
Nope. Points don't matter. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiniest bit. So how do you win? You get a correct guess after. The clue package is 1,500. And that's a lot of how the audience has kind of put together their points, is by guessing it in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So the question after question 1 is 1,000, question 2, 750, question 3 is 500, question 4 is 250, and then guessing something on the clue slide is 150 points each. And so there's multiple ways that you can get points, but when it all comes down to it, it doesn't matter anyway. So,
and none of it's going to ever be to scale either. So it's all
yeah.
Yeah. So I have been super nervous all day, really for the past 3 weeks, because I am the worst at blowing this.
Worst.
So worried about revealing. In fact, I think everything that I've said tonight has been in slow motion just because I'm afraid that something is going to slip. But I'm super excited to be bringing in a mystery guest tonight. And to start off this whole game, I'm going to be revealing a clue package that is going to have 3-ish clues that audience and Mandy and Jen are going to try to figure out. Okay. So those of you who are playing, wherever you are playing from, you are going to try to guess before Jen and Mandy do. And you are going to have a form that you are going to need to fill out when you know. Do not, under any circumstances, put your answer or your guess in the chat. That is absolutely taboo. Because then it's going to reveal it to everyone else. So I'm going to go to the next slide. I think it's the next slide where you are going to see the link to lock in your guess when you think you know. So bit.ly/lock it in. I believe that it is very, very important that you use all caps on the lock it in, because apparently if it's not all caps, it's going to lead you to another site. And
about bodies. Not a good site. Yeah.
It's about bodies. It's about bodies. So all caps, lock it in. All right. Are we ready?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to be revealing the clue package right now.
All right.
I think. Here we go. Is it going to work? There we go.
Oh.
Wow. So somebody plays tennis.
Okay. Yes. So Mandy gets that.
It's a chef, culinary, some connection to culinary.
Yes. Jen gets that.
Yes. Okay.
They are interested in NASA.
I would say interested for sure. Yes.
Sarah says no clue. Woo!
Sorry, Sarah. We don't mean to be mean to you, but at least you're in the same boat as some of us.
But we want to beat your butt. That's what's happening. We want to beat you. I feel like
okay.
we win already. Okay.
All right. Isn't that like an icon for like a product or something? Or no? Like, is it space? Like... So culinary.
A racket. Is that? It's not like I feel like it's like Bunsey, but it's not Bunsey. But it's something like.
Okay. Is it Bunsey, Tisha? Are we allowed to ask that question? No.
No, you are allowed to ask, but.
Okay.
So it's a culinary teacher in space.
Right.
Were they a culinary teacher in space?
Helpful.
Oh, Florida. Wait. Where's the are they from Florida?
Not from Florida.
Wait, do they make space food? Is that kind of what they cook? No? Okay. Never mind. See, I told you I'm really bad at this. All right. Well, should we introduce I'm stuck. Anybody have some ideas here in the chat? If you have
for the clue package.
If you have a question about the clue package, you can add it in the chat and we can ask Tisha. How many guesses do you get, Sarah? You can ask one, just one.
All right. Are we ready?
Okay. Right. So I'm going to add this person in, and I'm actually pretty excited about this. So here we go.
That is awesome. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to make a sexist thing, but I feel like it's a female, and that's not a guess or a clue. I think it's a female, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
I feel like now if it's a male, you have like negated their masculinity for quite some time.
Oh my gosh. You're right. Maybe I have. Okay, I should just be quiet.
You are male, but you look super girlish. Right. Okay, so Jen, you can go first with your questions.
Well, I feel like if you're in the culinary world, then maybe you have worked with Tisha. So are you from the Oregon? Are you from Oregon? No. Okay. Well, thank you. I like how you're disguising your voice a little bit there too. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Who it is?
Are you on the speaker circuit? Like, do you speak a lot? Yes.
Oh. Okay. She knows. Don't you know Mandy already? On the speaker circuit, speaks a lot, culinary. See, I'm so bad at this because have you met all of us in person?
Only one, and the other two through social media. I spoke with one of you on the phone.
Oh, you spoke with one of us on the phone. I don't think that was me. Dang.
I'm gonna lock it in.
You are?
I am. That was the clue I needed, and I don't have a hat, so I have nothing to put on my hat.
Here. Okay, so I'm wearing the hat for Mandy. I'm not locking it in by any stretch of the imagination because I cannot, for the life of me, remember.
That was.
Okay, there you go. Mandy locked it in with my hat on.
Yeah.
And
so you get another question now.
Stay at the bottom of the leaderboard. Do you have you appeared on Tisha's podcast?
Yes.
Dang, I knew I should have listened to all the episodes. Okay, okay, I'm gonna lock it in, but no, I can't. Like,
Mike Washburn wants to know if this person has met him.
Have you met Mike Washburn?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man. Guys, why do you even have me on the show? I'm so bad at this. I can't lock it in. I'm so excited to know who you are, and I apologize that I absolutely have no idea.
So we actually met as well, Rachel Mann, at one point in time, a long time ago.
Mann!
Thank you so much. This was killing me.
That was awesome. I'll have to say that Rachel scared Mandy half to death.
All right, so my hair and makeup. I have an excuse.
Beautiful.
The mask was suffocating me.
You're beautiful.
Oh, you do look beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Okay, wait, let me see.
That showing off my muscles that I've been working very hard on, that you didn't think they were manly. I mean, come on.
No.
Mandy, did we meet at an ISTE conference?
We did quite a few years ago, but yeah.
Were we doing a sticker exchange with Matt
Miller.
Thank you. Yes.
No, we were at some random Bunsey or Flipgrid thing or some sort of. It was very random. So
yeah, we may not remember a lot about that night if it was Flipgrid.
Yeah.
I should point out that Sarah and Michael put in their guesses and both guessed Tara Martin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. So the one thing is Tara met all of us because we were at so that wouldn't have, and I've never met you in person, Rachel. I've only seen you on social media. So
And we spoke on the phone once.
we did? That was me that you spoke on the phone with?
Yes.
Such a good thing.
that is what locked it in for me, is that I knew she spoke with you on the phone.
Okay, well, did I tell you that my whole goal with this is to stay at the bottom of the leaderboard? So we're going to continue. It's just along.
Awesome. Reaching your goals.
Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job, Jen. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, let's see.
I have the memory of a gnat.
What was the rocket?
Yeah.
Well, he's written two books.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. How
Amazing book, The Martians in Your Classroom, STEM in
amazing.
Space, and released about exactly a year, a little over a year ago, is this children's book, The Spaces You'll Go, another amazing illustrated book. And
Thank you, Tisha. The books.
absolutely. So I met Rachel on social media 2-ish years ago, maybe more. It feels like I've known you forever.
It's been at least 2 years, maybe more.
I think so too. And so I have been following her forever and kind of fangirling her actually. And Rachel's just amazing. And then we ended up connecting through, I think, a direct message on Twitter. She reached out and we started talking and we got on, I think it was a phone call.
Yes.
And we just could not stop talking. It's just, we had so many commonalities in our journey, just being connected educators. She taught culinary and is very, just has had an amazing experience in the CTE realm, and so we just hit it off immediately. And then we finally got to meet face to face last year, a year ago, December, at the ACTE conference. That was then, right? It was a year.
Yeah, in Anaheim. It was December of 2019. Yeah. So a little over a year ago. And we were glued to each other's hips for the entire week.
We went. My first actual breakout room experience was with Rachel. Had the most amazing time, and she introduced me to so many people, amazing people in the CTE world. So I enjoyed it so much. So I have just really appreciated Rachel's friendship so much. She's just doing amazing things. And I'd love you to introduce yourself, Rachel, because you just have a wonderful background, and I'd love for the listeners to know a little bit more about you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I am in Phoenix, Arizona. I taught for about 14 years. Taught culinary, technology, pretty much anything that they would give me. I would just say yes and figure it out, like a lot of teachers do. And then I moved into the professional development world here in Arizona, worked at the Department of Ed for a while before going out on my own and starting my own business, which is now turned into stay-at-home dog mom since March, and doing a lot of virtual events, which has been fantastic, being able to I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed my home. So it's actually hasn't been a bad pandemic for me, to be honest. But that sounded awful. I need a drink or something. The pandemic is terrible. However, I have managed to actually enjoy aspects of it. But yeah, so I do virtual events now, and I write, and I also have a client that I manage their social media and their podcasts and do their webinars and whatnot on the side too. But stay-at-home dog mom is my big gig right now.
Wow, that's fun.
I have to add, just so you guys, if you didn't notice, there was really a fourth clue on the clue package. If you notice the little paw print, do you guys see it? Is it?
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, clever.
There was actually, to be honest, there was 5 clues. There was 5 clues in that clue package.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And I have to tell you now that it's all coming back to me, because I remember when you went to see Rachel and you did nothing but talk about how great Rachel was for like at least a few weeks afterwards. So how I didn't
weeks? What?
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, we have a little bit of a thing that we do here where we spin a wheel and we ask you some additional questions, and there may or may not be things on there that you have to do, like get up and dance or sing a song or hum a tune or something like it's just like laugh, it just leaves. Half an hour show, Tisha.
So I had to.
Did Tisha tell you in the email to make sure to wear pants in preparation for this, or?
I did not get that memo. Can I come back in just a moment? I'm kidding.
Yeah, you can just leave. Tisha does. So, and she's like one of the hosts, so that's okay. So we're I'll have to share my screen here, and so we have this thing that this wheel that we spin, just so exciting. So 1 second. So can you sing, Rachel? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, I can sing it very terribly. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. That is awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go full screen with this. Are we ready?
All right. I am ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
That's a good one.
Oh, magical moment. Oh, I love that one.
So it can be in teaching, maybe something like a speaking event that you've done. But what is something that has stood out to you, in the last maybe few months, last year, that has been like a significant magical moment for you?
All right. So I have to say that since I'm no longer in the classroom, when I get emails from former students and they're telling me what's happening in their lives or sharing with me a picture of a dish that they learned how to cook. And sometimes, to be honest, I taught them how to cook it, but I've never prepared it myself. I just kind of went through the instructions based on a recipe. But those are the moments where you want to go back in the classroom, where you're just like, oh, it's so meaningful. And sometimes it doesn't happen until years later, or it may be, that person who's like multiple times reaching out to you and contacting you. And that's truly, I just got an invitation to a wedding that's sitting on my countertop from a student that it's at least 10 years since I taught them. And that was just so special. And they're actually marrying someone that was in the class. And to me, that's just so special that they met in my culinary arts program. That they want me to be there at their wedding. You know, those are, teaching is just a phenomenal field.
That's awesome.
It's definitely magical.
Yeah.
It's so funny you mentioned that they met in your class, because I found that so often in my class. I think it's because everybody's working so closely together in teams, and there's just a different bond that happens in culinary. So many, you know, people ask, you know, somebody out to a dance or something in my class, like writing it out in like syrup on the plate or something.
Oh, so awesome.
It's happened in my class. So it's kind of funny that you brought that up.
That's because women like men who cook.
Oh, right.
That is true.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That is awesome. Okay. So here comes the next one. Let's see here.
So nerve-wracking. Please don't be dancing.
Would you rather have singing? Another easy one.
This is, I'm really lucking out on this. Okay, so favorite podcast. I would, shameless plug, I'm going to say NCLA, because I get to interview so many amazing people, and I get to be in the background, asking questions, learning from them. NCLA is the National Council for Local Administrators, so it's CTE directors and superintendents, and I absolutely love that. I love Tisha's podcast too, Making Learning Magical. She shares so many awesome tips, and I love how authentic she is. When I listened to her very first one where she's with her husband and they're driving and she's just getting started, I'm like, oh, and this was before I'd even met her. And I'm like, how can you, she's just such a likable person. And there's just so much goodness in that podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
so sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
All right, let's see. This thing does not want to go the first time. There we go.
I feel like I should have some music playing.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we're missing the boat on all the music counts, I think.
Yeah.
I must have really, like, when I was like trying to project, like what is that book? Where you're like thinking like what you want to happen.
The Secret? Is it The Secret?
Yes, The Secret. Yes. Okay. So The Secret worked because I'm just like, okay, I'm overthinking this way too much. Okay. So it was favorite education.
Favorite snack food.
Snack food.
Snack food. Oh, okay. I love to snack. Here's a secret. I started using Fitbit a few weeks ago to track how much food I'm actually eating. And I'm just going to say this. I eat at least 2,500 calories a day, and most of it's snacks. So, mostly healthy snacks. But so healthy snacks, I've really been enjoying doing the keto programs, and there's some really good keto truffles. But if I'm not eating healthy, my go-to would be Snickers and combos, and you have to have them both together, not just one. You got to have that salt and sweet together.
But then there's cheese.
Oh yeah. And the pretzel around the outside with the saltiness, and then
is combos the one that looks like a Scooby snack?
Yeah. I will never think of combos the same way again.
I have those here in Canada. Mike, are you still here? Do we have combos in Canada? I don't know that we do. I mean, I'm getting what it is based on the explanation, but
Jen, when we meet in person, we're eating combos together. That's all I'm saying.
I love it. All right.
Wait, but then you have to throw them at her like she's Scooby. Like you have to.
Into a game. We'll turn it into a game.
Gamify eating.
All right, I think we have time for one more. One more.
Yeah.
All right.
One more? Okay.
All right. Oh.
Yay!
I can't remember.
Well, it's not singing.
I've got to remember how to hum. Okay. Can I do da 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 that kind of a thing instead?
Sure.
That
Okay. All right.
I suppose.
All right. Try it. We'll see. We'll see if I carry a better tune to that. Da 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 da. Are you guys guessing it? Da, da, da,
We would love to try.
Da 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 da
I know.
I
know the
I cannot
song.
think of the words.
I can't think of the title, but I know exactly what it
I
is.
want some more. Animal. It's Neon Trees, and that was actually our wedding song.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
We almost didn't get married because of that song, because we did dance lessons together, and we started taking separate cars to dance lessons. You learn a lot about each other when you take lessons together. Dance lessons, at least, especially when you have a partner who has like no rhythm. That would be me. No, it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
That is awesome.
It's my favorite song, despite all that.
That was
Awesome.
fantastic, Rachel.
Yeah, I actually didn't know which
Really
song
good.
it was. I just couldn't think of
Yeah.
the word. So that's
It's-
pretty
I
good.
know.
It's an old song now. It wasn't that old at the time. Now it's kind of dated, but yeah,
Yeah,
goody goody.
Oh goodness, it's so fun to see you, Rachel. I keep telling her one of these days I'm just going to show up in Arizona.
Love that. And I have to say, so Tisha sent me the link last night to the past episodes. I had so much fun watching them. Like I planned on just kind of getting an idea, and I couldn't stop. I'm like, oh, this is such a fantastic concept and idea. So I'm excited to now participate and try to guess who the future guests are. So well done, like, together this fantastic platform. This is just amazing.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Rachel.
Thank you so much for being on. Your mask was legit.
It was.
Love that you
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I ordered it through Amazon, and it smelled like chemicals. So I had to soak it in soap and water, and then had it hanging in the laundry room. And I thought for sure, because my dogs were flipping out, and I'm like, okay, there must be like a creature that snuck in through the open door that they're barking at. But no, it was the mask. So quite. But if you guys ever want to borrow it, I can ship it over to you. It doesn't smell like chemicals. It's great.
Well, it scared the Jesus out of me when I saw you in the green room. So definitely.
I was cracking up laughing when I heard your reaction.
so awesome.
And I was like, can someone please just guess? I've got to get this thing off my face.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
Well, I have the guest for next week, and I got a preview of that person's mask. It's pretty cool too. So there you go.
Right.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Rachel, for those of the listeners who now know that they want to get connected with you and aren't already, how can they connect with you? I'm going to plug. Whoop, wrong way. I'm going to plug.
Oh, thank you. So at Rachel EDU, so at RACHAEL EDU, and that's on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Cash App, and Venmo. So any of those platforms, you can find me.
That's hilarious.
And then my website is just www.rachel, and again, 2 A's in Rachel, rachelman.co. So you can always reach out to me that way too. And would love to connect with folks and learn together, grow together.
That is awesome.
Rachel is amazing. If you need a speaker, she's fantastic.
Oh, and so are each of you ladies. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's been such a pleasure having you on, Rachel. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are watching, we will be back 2 weeks from now for another Masked Educator, now with Jen CT's guest. And so we'll have to see. I'm sure that I'm probably going to beat Tisha. So you're welcome to try and beat me if you would like. But, so we hope to see you then. And thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekend.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.